welcome you all to the 14th session of Code Crunchers. Yesterday we did our increment and decrement statements, some questions based on that. Today first we'll revise that and then we'll go on to ternary operators, okay? I'll be sharing my screen. So first of all, I'll be giving you some questions based on what we did yesterday and then we'll continue forward. So yesterday I told you that in the left hand side it can be C plus specifying the addition of the initial value of the answer which we get in the right hand side. And I also told you that it can be C asterisk, that is it has to be multiplied by the initial value, or C the division sign, that is the initial value has to be divided by it. And henceforth this time I am giving you a multiplication question, okay? So the initial value of C is 5. So this is the question. I am giving you 4 minutes for this question. Okay, the time's up. So this was the question. The initial value of C is 5, and I also told you that in the left hand side we can write C plus C with the multiplication sign, that is asterisk, which specifies that we have to multiply or add the initial value post solving the RHS side or the right hand side, okay? So has any of the candidates got the answer? Okay, you can post it personally to me in the chat box. Okay, what about the other candidate? Did he solve it? Okay, the answers, they contain some little problems. I'll explain. See over here, it states that we have to use the value then change. And over here, we have to change the value first and then use. Then again, change the value first and then use. Then again, use the value first and then change. Change first and use. Use first and change. And change first and use. Okay. And then we have to multiply the final answer by 5. Okay. So I'll be writing the values over here. So the first value, because initial one it will stay 5. Okay, so 5, then now the value has been changed to 6. And because the next one is change first and then use, and henceforth the value will be 7. Then again change first and then use, the value will be 8. Then use first and then change, so 8, and now the value has been changed to 9. But because the next iteration states that we have to change first and then use, so the values again comes back to 8. Then again it stays 8. Then now it again changes to 7, and the next iteration states that it'll again change before you being used, so plus 6. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 8 20. 20 plus 8 28. Then minus 8 is again 20, then minus 8 is again 12, then plus 6 is 18. So we get on the right hand side the sum as 18. And now we have to multiply 18 by 5, because over the left hand side it states C asterisk or C multiplied by this. So the initial value of C, we have to multiply the right hand side solution with that value. And henceforth when we multiply 5 into 18, yeah, get 90. Understood how we got the answer? The sum was 18, and the left hand side stated that we have to multiply the solution on the right hand side with the initial value of 5. So we multiplied the solution of the right hand side, that is 18, with 5, and we got the answer at 90. It is 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 minus 8 minus 8 plus 6. Okay, what you wrote is incorrect and you are required to correct it. And also I am unmuting you. Kindly unmute yourself, and you specify the values of all of the variables, how they are increasing or decreasing. Okay, yeah,
Yes, am I audible?
yeah, you are audible. Okay, so you can just tell the values.
So plus C means we have to first change it, then use it.
No,
So
wait, it states C plus plus at the beginning, not plus plus C.
okay, wait.
Okay,
Yes,
so
that was my violation. By the way,
okay, so tell the value.
5 use then change. So 5, then it's 6. Then the next one says change, then use, then so it becomes 7.
Okay,
Plus then it says uh, change, then use, so it becomes 8. plus plus c means 8, then plus c plus plus, then it says use then change, so 8, but then it becomes 9 because it's change, then minus it says change then use, so it becomes 8 again, minus 8.
Okay, then.
But then it says minus c plus plus, so it says use then change, so it will be minus 8 again.
Okay, then.
And then it says plus minus minus c, which means change then use, so it's 9 plus 9.
Wait, here's your error. I got it. See, over here you took the value as 8, didn't you?
I
Yeah?
did.
Okay. Then it stated you have
Yes.
to first use and then change. So, as soon as you use it as 8, you have to decrease its value by 1. Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. And then now the value has been changed to 7. And over here it says that you have to first change and then use, and in changing you have to decrease by 1. So the value will again decrease by 1 and it will goes as 7.
Okay, so I was at my plus minus 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 c. Where was I? Forgot.
You said that minus minus c will be 9, whereas it should have been 6.
So it became 7 after that uh, subtraction. Then after using the change, so it becomes 6.
Okay, and that's how we got 18. And then our solution, we have to multiply it with the initial value of c, that is 5, as it's stated in the left hand side of this question. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I hope it is clear to all of the candidates. What you did was correct. Same mistake, I guess, Hamza. Now you got how it came as 6, Hamza. There were there were two decrements. Okay, just wait, and I'll be giving you one more question, and then we'll do the next new topic. Okay, so one more question. Okay, you can do this question now. This is your question. It states you have to multiply the initial value of c with the by solving the right hand side part, and the right hand side part also contains a division. So be vigilant in this question. Division only divides the value for that variable. It does not changes the value of c to any other value. That is, the value of c will proceed as it was proceeding. Only that point where the division is used, over there only you'll write the quotient. Okay, so you're getting 5 minutes again for this question. I hope you understood the question. You're required to solve it as soon as possible and send it to me personally in the chat box. Note that the initial value is 8. Yeah. So you have to also note and understand that you have to multiply the initial value of the variable c with the solution you are getting on the right hand side. Okay. You do not have to just directly write the solution. You have to also multiply that solution with the value, the initial value of c. And please note the initial value of c is 8, because I saw a candidate, he wrote 35, and 35 cannot come as the answer. That much is logically proven. Yeah, so the time is up, and the answer is in decimal. You can't get the answer in decimals. Okay, anyways, I'll solve it. And even if you are getting the answer in decimals, you won't be getting 35, because you have to multiply whatever you got with 8. Okay, so just wait. I'll solve it. So minus minus c, that is 7. Then one more candidate has sent the answer. He has sent the answer as 280. We'll check which one is correct. So 7, then plus c, so the value has increased to 8, then plus again 8, then now the value has changed to 9. So we'll be using 9 over here. Oh, you're also sending 280 now. Okay, anyways. So 7, then 8, then 8, and then 9. Okay. And then again minus 7. Okay. Then plus, and over here it states 7 divided by 4. Okay. Then plus 7. So we'll be getting the answer as 16, 25, then We'll be adding 14 to it, that is 39. Okay, and 40, 33. Okay, yeah. So on the right hand side, we are getting 33, isn't it? And then 33 will multiply by 8. That is, we're getting the answer as 264. See, 7 divided by 4, we are not taking the decimal part in it. We are only taking the integer part. Okay, then we'll get the quotient as 1. And henceforth, on the right hand side, we got the answer as 33. Left hand side, we will multiply it by 8. And we'll get the answer as 33 into 8, that is 264. Okay, anyways, I'll be sharing the screen on BlueJ because I did this question on BlueJ and I got the same answer which I told you, that is 264. Over here, see, is this the same question? Yeah, the same question. I compiled the program and now I am running this program. See, void main, I got the output as 264. I'll explain to you how we got 264 once more. Okay. Okay, so now it's time for the break. You are required to revise everything, go through your notes, rehydrate, and rejoin the session. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you revised everything, went through the notes, rehydrated, and also you tried to contemplate and think out how we got that answer as 264. Because I had explained to you before the break, and I had a feeling that you had some doubts still left in it. So I'll again explain that question and then we'll come to ternary operators. Okay. Ternary operator is a very short topic and I hope you'll be understanding it very much easily. It's a very easy topic. Okay. First, we'll come back to a question which we had completed. I'll just explain it to you once again, once more. And this time, kindly pay attention to the increment and decrement symbols. Okay. Yeah. So over here, see, the first statement says minus minus c, that is the initial value of c, that is 8, has been changed to 7 and then it is being used, so 7. Then it says plus plus c, that is the value of c will again increase and then it will be used, so it again happens to be 8. Okay, and then it again adds that same value, it says c plus plus, that is first we have to use the same value 8 and then we have to increase the value by 1. So we made it as 8 and then plus c, so we added 9 because now the value has been increased by 1. Okay, then it states that this c was c minus minus, that is we first use it as 9 and then the value decreased by 1. So now in the cloud we can say the value has been changed to 8, but it again says minus 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 c, that is the value again decreases by 1. So now the value will be 7, and then it says plus c divided by 4, and because at that time the value of c was 7, so we do 7 divided by 4, and again we add the value of 7 to it, and now when we add all of this we'll get the required answer. And one more thing, when we divide 7 by 4, because it is integer based programming, we'll get the quotient as 1, not 1 point something, and as we got the quotient as 1, we'll get the total answer solution on the right hand side to be 33, which will multiply by 8 and we'll get the answer as 264. I hope it is clear to you all now. Kindly respond in the chat box if it is clear, and if you still have any doubt you may ask. Okay, that's very much great. Now coming to our ternary operators. See, it's a very much fascinating concept, interesting concept, easy concept. Before doing ternary operators, I'll tell you some shorthand tips and then we'll go to ternary operators. See, we write, for example, if we have to increase, adds a value to C, or we have to increase the value of C, just like we write C++, similarly, if you have to add the value, a value to a variable C, we have to increase the value to variable C of variable C. For example, the initial value is 1. So we do c is equal to c plus 1. Isn't it? Means we have to increase the value of c by 1. Correct? We write like this. Or if we want to add the value, so f is equal to f plus n. Like we are adding the values, or I'll write the sum over here. Sum is equal to sum plus n. This statement we used when we were finding the sum of digits when we were using chopping. Yes? Yes or no? Okay. Similarly, we do it with multiplication, subtraction, division. Anyways, We'll continue. See, just like we write when we have to increase the value of c by 1, we write c is equal to c plus 1. Or if we have to do the sum of digits in chopping, we write sum is equal to sum plus n. Yeah, isn't it? I posted it in the chat box also. You can check it out over there. You can see that when we use shorthand operators, we can just change it and write it in a format as c plus equals 1 and sum plus equals n. And then we'll come to ternary operators. Okay. Ternary operators are mostly used for our conditional programming. Okay. Okay. Anyways, is this clear to the candidate? We can write c is equal to c plus 1 as c plus equals to 1. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. So before coming to ternary operators, we are doing some shorthand operators. Just like we used to write c is equal to c plus 1 or sum is equal to sum plus n when we used to chop or in the for loops, we can easily write it in this shorthand format as c plus equals to 1 or sum plus equals to n. This means the sum is equal to sum plus n and c is equal to c plus 1. The same concept we can do with multiplication, like c asterisk or c multiplied equals to 5. So this means c is equal to c into 5. Okay. Or we can use it with division, c divided by equals to 4. So c is equal to c divided by 4. Okay. These are some shorthand operators. Is it clear to the other candidate? Okay. Yeah, you may unmute yourself. Yeah. So seeing your responses in the chat box, it seems that you have understood it completely. So can you explain this concept? Can you try to explain this concept?
What we did in the conditional program before this, like we did c equals c plus 1. So we can write it as c plus 1, which c plus equals 1, which basically means that c equals c plus 1. Similarly, we can do it with divisions like c divided by equals 4, which means c divided by 4. It is the same thing as we have been doing before. Or we can do it as c multiplied by equals 7, which means c multiplied by 7. Am I correct?
Yeah. So now what about the other candidate? He got it, or I'll explain. No? See, this is nothing new. It is just like we used to write c is equal to c plus 1. In the same manner, we are just omitting this other c because we are using the same values, same variable, so we're just writing c plus equals to 1, which specifies that c, the value of c is equals to c plus 1. Just like we used to write like sum is equal to sum plus n in while loop when we were doing the chopping of numbers, calculating the sum of digits. We used to write sum is equal to sum plus n. So that can be written in a shorthand format as sum plus equals n. Clear now? Same thing can be done with multiplication and division. Now coming to our ternary operators. I hope this is clear now. Yeah. So ternary operators, they are used for conditional programming, and the basic statement of ternary operator is this. We write the condition, we apply a question mark, and we write expression number 1. We use the symbol, then we write expression number 2. That is, we write a condition. First, I'll explain this statement to you. We write a condition, and we after that we are writing a question mark. We state that if this condition is true, expression 1 will be taken, and if it is false, expression 2 will be taken. Okay, means if the condition is true, expression 1 it will be the result. If the condition is false, expression 2 will be the result. Like if a is greater than b, so the value of the greater digit, that is a, will be stored, for example. And if a is less than b, the condition is false, so the value of the greater digit b will be stored as a variable. Is this statement clear? Because I'll be giving you example. Just wait. Is the statement clear? Yeah. Okay. So now before giving you example, I'm giving you a program. So write a program to input two numbers and print the larger number of the two. So means you have to input two numbers and you have to print the larger number. That is, if one number is 5 and the other is 6, you have to print 6. You have to means in the if statement you have to check which number is greater, and for greater and smaller you can check if a is greater than b, the same symbol we used, the greater than symbol, lesser than symbol, which we used in the for loops and while loops, same symbol you can use. You can check if a is greater than b, you will print a, else you will print b. Yeah, what are you saying something?
Sir, I have got.
Okay, so you may dictate the program then.
Yes, sir. First we write class, any class, then public static void main,
Then
and then we will write in bracket int a and int b,
okay, then
and then we will write if statement.
okay, if then
If if a is greater than b,
we'll not write int but again because we have already written. So if a is greater than b,
and then print
okay, so system dot out dot println
this,
print a,
then print a.
l else if a it is small then print b. Yes, you are
Yes,
saying that.
yes, yes.
Okay, it is very much correct. I guess this is the first time you are doing such a program with in which you have to find the larger number or smaller number. Okay, anyways, this program is correct. This can also be done like
Sir, but
you
we can write both condition.
means
Yes,
no,
sir.
so when there are just two numbers, and why to write two conditions? You can only write one condition, and if that is false, the other number will get printed, and obviously the condition will not be false until and unless the other number is greater. Yeah. Okay, so this can also be done in a way that we are storing the value of the greater number in a third variable like int w, we can say, is equals to a, and we print the value of w, or we use the print statement outside this like this. Just wait. Okay, yeah. So we can also write it in this format that if a is greater than b, int, we have declared a variable as int w, which is equal initial value 0. We can also write that w is equals to a, and if this condition is false, then w is equals to b, that is the value of b will be stored in w. And after that we are using the print statement, so system dot out dot println, the value of w will get printed. We can also do in this way. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But then the output will be confusing. That which W is that, A or
Bo-
B.
Both are the same. See, this part of the program will only execute if this condition is true. Yeah, this w is equals
That's I
to,
understand.
yeah,
That's I understand. But
w is,
output will be W only.
no,
Then which
yeah, wait, you do not mute yourself, just wait. Okay, so yeah, this part of this program, that is w is equals to a, that is the value of a being copied into w. This will be only executed only if this condition a is greater than b is true. Okay, and if this condition is false, then w will not contain a copy of the variable a, rather it will be containing the copy of variable b, and henceforth only one variable, only the value of one variable will be transferred to the variable w. Correct? Yes.
yes, sir.
So it won't be confusing, and this is the concept we'll be using in ternary operators. Okay, we'll write the condition over here. See, in the statement I wrote stated that we'll write the condition first. Just wait, yeah, this is
Sir,
the
but we will
statement.
not know, na. But we will not know that if A is greater or B is greater.
So that the same thing you were unaware, the Java machine will be aware of it. Yeah, because
Sir, can you run in BlueJ?
Okay, I'll run the program in BlueJ, and I'll also run it with ternary operators, which the statement I'm going to write just now. So see, over here we are storing the value of the variable which has a greater value in a variable w, correct? So
Yes, sir.
see over here, I'm writing in the whiteboard w is equals to, we'll write first the condition as it is in the format a is greater than b, then we'll write the question mark that if a is greater than b, w is equal to a, else the else part is always written after this colon, else w is equals to b. Yeah, so this is a ternary operator. This whole if and else statement can be, this whole if and else statement can be shortened into a single line statement with the help of ternary operator. See, I took 4 lines for this statement in with if and else, and with the ternary operators it got completed in 1 line only. I'll be running this program on BlueJ. I'll run all the 3 variations of this program we did just now, okay? Because this is only ternary operators. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen. This is our BlueJ screen. Okay, I'll create this program. Okay. So class ternary public static void main. First, I'll be writing it with the first variation we did, like printing the values directly without using a third variable. Okay, so if system dot out dot println b. Okay, this was the program we made initially. I'll just run this first. Yeah, so this is our class ternary. int a I'm doing as 5 and b as 6. So 6 should get printed, and see 6 got printed over here. Now we'll do it with the second variation which we used, and after that we'll be using ternary operator for this program. So if a is greater than b, w is equals to a, and if this condition is false, then w is equals to b. See, it is an if and else statement. The value of means both will not get executed simultaneously. Only one condition can be true. Either a will be greater than b or a will be smaller than b. If a is greater than b, then the value of a will be transferred to w. And if b is greater than a, then the value of b will get transferred to w. Both will not get transferred to w. And then we are printing the value of the variable w. Okay. Yeah, I'll enter 7 as the value of the variable a and 5 as the value for the variable b. So 7 should get printed now, and see 7 got printed. Yeah. Now we'll be using ternary operators for the same program, and we'll see that how it came from 4 lines to a single line program. See, w equals, or I'll just reduce one more line. So int w equals, we'll write the condition in brackets a is greater than b. We'll write question mark that if a is greater than b, then w will be equals to a. Then the else part after the colon, that else w will be equals to b. Now see, we have reduced our whole conditional programming to a single line statement with the help of ternary operators. Now variable a I'll input 7 and variable b I'll input 4. So 7 should get printed, and see 7 got printed over here. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any query, you may ask. Ternary operator. Okay, it is clear? Yes. One candidate has asked that will it be same if we use while loop? See, there is no need to use while loop because it is a conditional program. You have to only check the condition once, and you do not have to check the condition over and over again. And loops are used when you want to repeat a part of a code over and over again. Okay, both of them have asked the same question, and I'm the same answer is there because loops are used when we want to run a condition or run a part of program over and over again, whereas over here we have to only run this snippet, run this part just once. Now is it clear to you? Can you respond in the chat box? Why will we ever be using chopping it for this program? We have to just check whether one number is greater than the other. We do not have to check about the digits. We have to just check if A, the variable stored in the variable A is greater than variable B. So why will chopping be used over here?
Yes, sir.
And over here, the question just stated that you have to check whether the value is greater than or not. So this was about ternary operators. I hope the statement for ternary operator is clear. Like first we have to write the condition in brackets, then a question mark, and after that we have to write if the condition is true, what value will be stored, and then we'll add a semicolon. After semicolon, we'll add the else part, that if the condition is false, then what value will be stored in the variable. Okay. Okay, so you are required to now personally send to me the raw statement used for a ternary operator. Okay, the one which I wrote earlier. Send it to me personally. It's a question mark. It is means used to specify the condition has ended, and after that the true. If the condition is true, this is semicolon. It is used to specify that whatever is written after it, it is for the false part. That if the condition is false, then whatever is written after the colon will get printed or will get stored as the variable value. Okay, it's the colon. Yeah, so one of the candidates has correctly sent the condition or the whole raw statement, and I request the other candidate to also send it to me personally in the chat box. Like first we write the condition and then which symbol we use, and then the true part and then the false part, the expressions. Okay,
Yes, sir. Send.
you sent. Okay, yeah, your example is also correct. Or this is the raw statement which can be used. Condition question mark expression 1 if it is true, or expression 2 if it is false. Okay, so we'll be keeping it up till here today. Can we use more int means, what do you mean by that? It is already specified in int. Oh, more numbers. Okay, yeah, you can use, and generally we do not use more numbers, but in the condition you can use more than two variables, because if and else statements, it is a shortened version form of if and else statement only. Okay, yeah, the condition you can use three variables also. Okay, so now we'll be keeping it up till here. I hope everything taught this week was clear. This week we learned chopping, we learned conditional programming, we learned increment and decrement statements, questions based on it. We learned ternary operators and shorthand operators. It's not as such complicated. You just have to write the condition. Then if this condition is true, the part after the question mark will get executed. And if it is false, the part after the colon will get executed. And you can always use the if and else statements. This is a topic in Java, and hence it was taught. And you are required to at least use it once. Yeah, for three, it might be complicated for you because just now you don't know how to use three variables in the within the if statement. S- So as you learn, you'll understand. Okay. Okay. So now I hope it all is clear. I'll be sending you notes of all what we did this week, because this week we did a lot of concepts. We did chopping, we did conditional programming, we did increment decrement questions based on it, we did shorthand operators, we did ternary operators. Okay, so now we'll be keeping it up till here. You're required to revise everything. If you have any doubt, join the session tomorrow, the doubt clearing session, the details of which will be sent to you. Okay, and revise everything. Okay, go through your notes, go through your programming concepts. All is very much important. We'll be meeting next week. If you have any query, any doubt, you can always join tomorrow's doubt clearing session. Now we'll be keeping it up till here. You can leave now. Thank you.